Hi guys, welcome. Thanks for the follow, Trade Splatter. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate you being here. My name is Carly. I'm the Switch Doctor. I offer a switch lubing and build service out of Melbourne, Australia. Today we're going to be building a personal Savage 65, so I'm super excited about that. I've been sitting on it for a week, so keen to get it built. We're going to be putting some Holy Polar Pandas in it that we lubed on stream the other day. And obviously it's got an FR4 plate, so we'll see how that goes. And we'll be using some C3 stabilisers, so pretty keen to get into it. I did pick up the grey Savage 65, so it's looking really good. The finish on it is awesome. Thought it would be nice and easy to use with a bunch of different keycaps, so that's why I went with the grey colour. So thanks for stopping by, guys. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good weekend, nice relaxing weekend. Let me know if there's any issues with audio or anything like that, and we'll get going. Probably start off with testing the PCB, sounds like a good idea. Thanks MK3 Pumpkin. Really excited to have reached affiliate, so we'll see what happens from here, but it's all going well so far. It's all very exciting. Hope you're doing well. New USB port's being tight. There we go. Let's see. Now I'm assuming I don't need to flash this or anything, so we'll see how we go. Hey guys, I'm just going to jump in here. So it turns out with the Savage 65 PCB there is actually a switch on the PCB that you need to turn on so that it's recognized by your computer. I was having a lot of trouble getting the computer to recognize it and then getting it to come up in VR switch tester. So I flick that switch on and then your computer should recognize it. I did also have a lot of trouble with getting VIA to work in general this stream, so I had to use an online switch hitter because switch hitter, the program doesn't actually work on Macs. So I'll skip forward to when I could actually test the PCB, and just remember, if you're building this for yourself, turn that switch on and then you should have a better time. Launch the tester. We can try that. Let's try this one. And then maybe we can actually move on with this build. That would be great. Oh, hey, we got something. Awesome. Oh dear. I'll see if I can show you guys what I'm doing. Alright, you can see that there. Cool. Alright, so we have we can breathe a sigh of relief because things seems to be working now, so it was just Via being poo-poo. So everything seems to be working well so far. Let's do the arrows. Cool. Yep, done that row. Yep. Yeah. Cool beans. All right. We can move on to stabs now. Success. Let's get rid of that. Everything you had to do, I had to do as well. Yeah, so it's like they forgot to break the rails off them before they shipped it, and that was fine. Like, yeah. I know, Via kept freezing. It's being a pain in the ass. It crashed like twice. Hi Epsilon, thanks for dropping by. Alright, let's get going with stabs. Now where did I put them? In here. So we're using C3 stabs today. I normally do 205 G0 on the housing and then your dielectric grease on the wires, but I've run out of dielectric grease, so I need to make a run to Super Cheap. So we're going to use 205 today all over and see how that goes, but I'm sure it will be fine. Okay, everything is in different separate bags. Great for the environment, C3. But yeah, no, I just ended up having to use some pliers to snap off those rails. It was a bit scary, but we got there in the end. We got there. So how many are we going to need today? So I got the 7U. So we're going to need a space bar, obviously. Left shift. Enter, and I guess we'll do normal backspace. I prefer normal backspace on 65%, but on 60, I prefer to do split. Yeah, so unnecessary plastic. Like, why? Why is there all this? It's just a waste. So bad. So bad. All this rubbish. There we go. Gonna have rubbish everywhere at the end of this, but someone's alarm's going off somewhere. So that's all of them. More unnecessary plastic. Oh, thanks JFirms, it's pretty exciting. I'll probably get organised and set up some emotes and stuff eventually. See how we go. Oh God. Thanks for the follow, Feederers. Hope you're doing well. 7U. 7U is the way. Do you like the 7U space bars? All right. I need 3, not 4. Too easy. 7U is always the way. Okay. But I feel like everything's going to be nicely color coordinated today. So that makes me happy. All right. So let's get some lube on the brush. And I don't know if you guys can hear that alarm going off out there. I can just hear it through the headphones. All right. Finally, we can get going. I think that's my longer one. I prefer to use that one. Yeah. I have a favorite brush that I prefer to use. So I'm a bit weird like that. But I also don't like to use the dielectric grease brush in the other lube brush. Yeah, so I entered the raffle for the Constellation, so I really like that lilac colour, but I very much doubt I'll be lucky enough to get one, and then my bank account will be happy, of course. because it's expensive. I think the lilac is like 700 USD. It's ouchy. I think realistically, if I do win it, I'm probably gonna have to sell one of my keyboards because I don't need that many 65% boards. So yeah, it was 700 for the lilac, I think because it's a limited color. And then the second option I put down was the dark gray, and that was 600 USD. So yeah, a bit ouchy. After the stream, I'll have a play with that switch hitter download and see if I can get it to install. And it was like, what program do you want me to open this with? And I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, that's the thing, like it's an insane price, but it's such a nice board. But yeah, that lilac got me. I was like, oh, I want that so bad. So at the moment I've got the KVD 67. I've got the Savage 65 that we're building now. I've got an stacked acrylic idyllic 60% Animal Crossing theme board. I have a HHKB. And I've got coming soon a Prophet, so that'll be a build stream coming up soon. After that, I've got a few things on the way. I entered the Think 6.5 group buy, and the JO1 Rev 1 group buy, and the daily group buy. So yeah, a few things coming. Custom fees too. What's that in regards to Dr. Killswitch? Yeah. I'm super excited for all of them. Especially the JO1. I was so excited when I managed to get that. I got the burgundy colour of that one. So I'm planning to pair that with CRP Tulip, because I think that will be... But yeah, that's why I was like, if I end up getting a Constellation, I'm going to have to sell something because there's so many 65% in that. So many. I'm in Australia. Aussie land. Based out of Melbourne. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a keyboard cabinet. At the moment, they're just kind of sitting on my desk at the side, but that's not going to be a practical option forever, I think. Have to do something else. I do have a bookshelf to the side of me, but it's just one of those IKEA ones, so it's not huge, but I want to clear stuff off the top of that so I can put keyboards on it. That's the plan eventually. So I might be doing a stream tomorrow as well. I've got a budget build to build, but I've at the moment got some Telios that I had to clean up drying. So once they're dry, then I can lube them. Why is my phone ringing? Hang on, let me just see who that's for. Ah. I always forget that my phone rings through my computer and it scares the crap out of me when it does. Yeah, I find that I think I prefer the tactility of the navies, but I'm not huge on like super tactile switches. I think the Holy Pandas will probably be as tactile as I'd like to go. I don't like Zelios. Not a huge fan of the bump on those. Yeah, yeah. It's because I've got a back. It's linked to my iPhone, and when the phone rings, it goes through the computer so I can answer it. The last time it happened on stream, it scared the crap out of me. I should probably do what I was being nagged to do. But I do like my HHKB. That was like the first nice board I got in this hobby. So yeah, no, I really like it. Okay, that's sorted. Cool beans. So this is the first time I've used C3 stabilizers, so we'll see how they go. A HHKB coming, nice. I like mine. I like that it's small. I can just kind of tuck it to the side when I'm doing things like lubing or whatever. I take it to work sometimes. It's nice and portable. Vega Alp. Oh, I'm so bummed that I missed out on the Vega. I was gonna get it and I didn't, and I feel like I should have, because I hear good things about it. The Rami U80 is really nice too. The Canoe Gen 2. I haven't built one. I've heard that it's a fun build, like it's got quite a few things going on with it. The sound wise, I think people have been a bit divided on it. I like the look of it though. The Canoe Gen 2. $7V. I'm just so bummed I missed out on the 7V as well. M65B, F18X. Oh, F18X. Are you going to be building that on stream soon, aren't you, mate? I'll have to make sure I watch that. On the 6. Nice. Awesome. I'll keep an eye out for that. U80, nice. Imagine buying 2 U80s. They're not sure which colour they wanted, or just decided to grab two. Oh yeah, I bought the car as well. I got that the other day. I got that in haze, so I'm pretty excited about that too. Should be cool. So I think when the car comes, I'll probably start using that as my switch tester hot swap and maybe look at selling this one, but we'll see. We'll see. Ah, nice. That's a nice mate. All right, now we'll just put some lube on these bad boys. Got fluff in my lube, that's great. Joys of having cats. I'm in Ringwood, so out in the eastern suburbs. Oh boy, they do clip in tight. Oh, nice. Hillsville's nice. Right, that's one down. And I work out of Ferntree Gully, which is nice. It's nice to not work in the same, live in the same area or working, because I could imagine bumping into clients outside of work would be a real pain. So they start talking to you and they're like, oh, so-and-so's doing so well. And I'll be like, I have no idea who you're talking about. I don't remember anyone unless I see them constantly. Yeah, I'm so keen for a meetup, just to get out and to meet people face to face and try different boards and all of that. Nice. Callista's nice too. I went to Eastland once and into the Bond store because I was looking for a hoodie, and the lady behind the counter is like, oh, are you a vet at Ferntree Gully? And I was like, oh no. And I was like, yes I am. She's like, oh, our dog's so-and-so. You're her favourite vet. And I was like, oh, and I, by some random chance, actually remembered the client and the pet because I'd seen them multiple times recently, but I was like, this is certainly very awkward. Yeah, it's so awkward when you bump into people outside of work. Finally getting to the bottom of this tub of lube. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes, because the only reason, like, I just haven't tried it, and I'm a creature of habit. When I do things one way and it seems to work, I'm just going to stick with it. So I'm not really sure how they're going to feel. I guess we'll see. And I guess worst case scenario, if I don't like it compared to the dielectric grease, I can always desolder it and, you know, clean the stabs and redo them. But we'll see. If I'm going to experiment, I'd rather do it on my own boards than a client board. So, I mean, there's plenty of people that just use 205 for the stabs. I was considering possibly getting the 205 grade 2 to do with stabs, just to see how that compares, because, you know, I'm open to experimenting and trying new things. Because the only thing I don't like about the dielectric grease is I do find it really messy. So if I can get a good result using different things, then I'll certainly do that. As long as they sound and feel okay, I'll be happy. Because I actually, personally, I don't mind the retooled GMK stabs. It's probably an unpopular opinion, but I found it's a lot easier to get rid of rattle on those, and I can handle a little bit of scratch depending on the weight of the switch I'm using. Use 205 in the wire and it works well. Yeah. Well, like, I guess Teha uses 205 on the wire and he seems to have no issues with it, so yeah, that is true. Is he just like glugging it on there? And the dielectric grease is super cheap. I guess while we're on the topic of lube, I'll take a minute to shout out my sponsor. So All Caps Keyboard Accessories. John sells lube through there. He's got 205G0, 203, 204 in stock. I think he also has dielectric grease. So yeah, if you're in need of lube and based in Australia, check him out, his store out. There's a link for it down below. There we go. All right, we'll see how these work out. Super cheap auto. Yeah. One-stop shop for dielectric grease. It'd just be great if I could get like the bigger tube of it instead of just the tiny one, because I use enough of it. Just wipe my hands because they're greasy as hell now. All right. Yeah, I feel like we should be able to get them. Let's make sure I put this in the right spot. Yeah, that was the right spot. Yeah, that's just a Phillips head. I ended up having to put my last tube into like a little old lube container because it like sprung a leak on me, which was a real pain. Actually, let's put the washers on as well, seeing as I've got them. Oh, nice. I love stacked acrylic boards. They're good fun. Well, I'll tune in if you do one. I was trying to get my Hacko desoldering gun unclogged yesterday while I was watching your stream, and bloody pin to clean it like snapped off in the tip, so I had to buy a new tip for it. Feels bad. It's like, everything is so scuffed today. So I've got like a board coming that I need to desolder. Thank God it's only a 60%, but I'm gonna have to do it all by hand pump. Anyway, until that comes. Yeah, I need the drill tool. I was looking into where I could buy it because I feel like that would be so much better than this stupid pin thing that half the time never works. So yeah, it feels bad. At least the new bit wasn't too expensive. It was like 35 bucks. I was like, ugh, all right, shit happens. I got mine from, I think it was Core Electronics. Hi, RealFX. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you're having a great day. Good weekend, all of that. Yeah, it was quite expensive. Not gonna lie. I feel like it's paid for itself in a way though, because it's made desoldering so much easier. And at least at the moment with my build service, I think most of the things people ask for is desoldering. So it's nice to not have to use the hand pump to do that. Because the Engineer SSO2, it does work, but I do find that particularly if I'm desoldering a large board, my hand gets quite sore and then it hurts for days. So that's no good. I need my hands for work. Okay, let's put... Yeah, my hand was sore for days last time I tried to do a full board with it. Real pain. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take too long for them to ship the replacement tip and get it to me, but we'll see. At least it's, you know, pretty easy to replace parts on that if you need to. So it's not like if something breaks, the whole thing's just destroyed. So I was going to tell you how the ultrasonic cleaner works too. It did the job reasonably well. And these switches were pretty badly overlubed, like pools of whatever the hell they used in the bottom of the switch housing. I did have to go through and manually clean them a little bit to get some of that out. But it's done a good enough job that I can go back and re-lube them once they dry out. It worked a lot better on the springs and the leaves than the housings and stems. No idea why. But for the price I paid, yeah. And I'm sure it was still quicker than going through and manually cleaning the whole lot without using one, so. All right, we can test these. Why is there 3 left? That's a random number. They gave us a spare one. All right. So I wonder how tight these are going to be. Oh, not too bad. First. I can feel my tummy is going to start rumbling, so if you hear that, I apologise. I had a big breakfast, but apparently not big enough. pin's a bit bent. Knowing my luck, probably yes. Oh no, it's not clipped in properly, that's why. Going so well. That's better. All right. So we'll just test these stabs and then we can get going with putting the rest of the switches in and doing some soldering. Okay. Right. Get some keycaps. I'm gonna need 7U, aren't I? That's a pain. What we'll do is we'll get out the keycaps we're going to use. So I was thinking we'll put 8008 on this. That might look cool. So I'm going to break my colour coordination a little bit. So need gotta love 8008. Let's put that over there. I'm so close to just putting my keycap sets in plastic bags, though. I really hate the GMK trays. This is the moment of truth. We'll see how these stabs sound. I'll mute the music for a second. Sounds alright to me. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you put them in there and then can't find them. They sound pretty good straight away. Pretty happy with that so far. All right, I think we can move on. Now the music back on. Nice, yeah. So what I did is I put a bit of the 205 like inside the butt of the housing before I put the wire in. Oh god, that worked well. Just pop out the switches because of course they're just 3 pins. Alright, we'll put that aside for later. Gat ink blacks. I haven't used the Gat ink blacks. I have heard that the new batch are like scratchy on the side, but I haven't tried them personally. I do want to get some. I did enter the group buy for the 8008 inks, so I'm keen to see how they will be. Get in there. It's probably going to be a case of none of them are going to stick in until I start soldering. But you know, I do want to try them. Get in there. Joys of Holy Pandas. So I'm expecting this board to be on the loud side, but that's okay. It's for home use. So the temperature I've got my Hakko soldering iron set on is typically about 350. It depends on what I'm doing in terms of what temperature I use. These things are going to be a real pain in the butt. So basically what I'd probably recommend would be like starting at around 300 degrees Celsius, seeing how that works for your solder that you're using, and then going up gradually from there until you find that it melts quickly, but you're not burning too much flux and whatnot. But yeah, 350 I think is generally pretty safe. It works for most things. The solder I use is the Duratec, I think the brand is. It's easy to get in Australia. I'm looking at getting some Kester solder, but we have to import that, so. Is there a dog in here? I think I hear a dog. Yeah, good old Duratec. Does the job. Seems reasonable quality. Easy to desolder it when you need to, so. Yeah, no worries, because I was going to look at getting it from, is it DigiKey? But they still import it from the US, but I'll let you know, because it sounds like it's probably worth spending the money on anyway. Wonder if Switch Keys still have some C3 stabs in stock, because I might actually go buy some more. They seem to be working well for me so far. Although, do we know if they still have the issue with PBT, the C3 stabs, or have they fixed that? Oh sweet, I might have to get some more. Alright, I'm going to use stepped caps. Excellent, sweet. I'll probably do that then. Now, I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm putting these right place. Oh, it's fixed plate, so it should be fine. You get it from Amazon? Nice. Yeah, I think it's the same with Kester from Amazon in Australia. It is imported, so I'll have to compare the price where you get it from. Yeah, I think that's the problem. It gets quite costly. Because when I was looking at it from DigiKey the other day, the shipping was like 13 bucks. I think it might have been 13 USD, but it was pretty reasonable. But that just means it's like snail mail. And everything takes forever to arrive from the US at the moment. There's a couple of random halo switches in here. Alright. Yeah, this is the first time I've built a Savage or even a CannonKeys keyboard, so thanks for dropping by. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hi Trey Pop, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Building a Savage 65 today. We had a little bit of fun getting the PCB to work at the start, but got there in the end. Slightly scuffed. I have not tried the Hyperglides, but I want to. I was going to pick up some from a US vendor, but the shipping was not nice. So I'm assuming that one of the Aussie vendors will get them soon, and then I'll give them a go. Because I do prefer heavier springs in switches, so because at the moment in terms of linears, I think my favourite are H1s. So I'm pretty keen to try the Hyperglides and even just getting like a decent batch of retail blacks. It'd be cool. Oh, nice. H1 are great JPEMs. I really like them. I've got a bunch more in my drawer that are not lubed yet that I might put into one of my profit builds. Haven't decided yet. Be interesting to see how many bent pins I've got after this. Okay. Almost there. I just have the desk mat, holding out for round 2 of GMK Mizu. I didn't jump in on SA or Cat Mizu. I was going to jump in on SA, didn't have the cash at the time. And then with Cat, I was worried about jumping in on it because I wasn't sure about the quality of it because it's been a bit here and there with sets that have delivered so far. So I was going to wait and see, but I just got Cat blanks and I really like the profile, so maybe I should have jumped in on it. Oh well. Yeah, if they do a round 2 of GMK, I'm definitely gonna jump in on it. All right, so we'll make some space so we can start soldering. I have a big desk and I've just got shit everywhere. Actually, you can go over there because I don't need you now. All right. So we'll pop a fan on. It's not too noisy, I don't think, but let me know. I might try and move the microphone away from it a little bit. Yeah, absolutely they'll have to do a R2. There's no way they wouldn't because they just make so much money from it, surely. There's so much demand for it, especially with the aftermarket and all that. Now, have I plugged in my... No, I haven't. I'll just plug in my soldering iron. Be back in 2 shakes. Yeah, I love DMG. I think DMG is my favourite set. Yeah, so they've only delivered a few sets so far, and my Cat blanks are really great quality. I'm happy with them. They seem to be pretty good. But I guess a lot of the problems with like the printing side of things with the legends and that. So, but I'm going to be putting my DMG on my Navy Prophet when it arrives because I think that'll pop pretty nicely and look great. We'll see. Otherwise Umbra will look pretty good too. Let's get that heating up. But yeah, it's great. I was so excited when extras for that came up on Daily Clack and I was able to grab one on pre-order. Yeah, I think JTK trays would be the way to go as opposed to using bags and stuff. But yeah, my corner for switches is getting a bit out of hand. Just make sure we got no bed pins before we start. I'm actually going to be impressed if I don't. I think we look good. We'll make sure everything's well seated. Clipped in properly. Looking good. All right, sweet. Clean. A snack with their keycaps. Can't say I've tasted the GMK tray. Oh, my kilobytes have just dropped through the floor. Sorry guys, looks like they're recovering. Australian internet for the win. Alright. I'll start with the corners. Yeah, I heard that too, like some kind of potato. Maybe they taste alright. I'll have to ask Taya, he tasted it. I mean, if there ever is an apocalypse or something and you need something to eat, we'll all have plenty of GMK trays. I feel like my fan could definitely be better. I just got this from J-Car. Does the job, but it doesn't seem to have the best suction. Unless I'm like right up next to it. Of 3-pin switches. Okay, awesome. So what group buys are you guys interested in getting in on this month? Is there anything that look like the look of? Yeah, the blue of it reminded me of kind of umber a little bit. Is that bent? Oh, we do have a bent pin. I was blind. I'm glad I spotted that before I soldered it. Striker R2, yeah, that'd be good. Because I got GMK Modo Lite, so I don't think I really need to jump in or mute it, but it's pretty cool they are running it again. I might just get a fresh one, it's probably easier. I like the colour of Striker. The Sub-Legends not so much. Get in there. That's better. Nah, I think they're still awaiting production of that, so it hasn't come through yet, unfortunately. Hopefully soon. Dracula in 2 years, yeah. Yeah, so I know they did a stream, but did they announce when the next raffle's going to be? When they started streaming, I was having trouble getting Twitch to load. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not watching Twitch this morning, but thankfully it started working for me to stream. Late January or February. Nice, there's time to save. I didn't enter the last raffle because I knew I didn't have the money for it. I was like, I'll be good. But so far my RNG with raffles is not great. But I guess you've got to be in it to win it, so. I did pick up a couple of the child kits for GMK 8008 that I wasn't able to get with extras when I got my kit. So I picked up the accent kit or spacebar kit, the 40s kit, and the command kit. Nightmares, nice. That art came out interesting from what the renders looked like. Yeah, it's just probably one of those sets that it's really hard to get an accurate colour representation of in photos. But I'm also waiting on Bento and Minimal. What else am I waiting on? Probably going to have all these surprise sets turn up that I forget I've ordered. No worries, Dr. Killswitch. MT3, haven't tried MT3. I do like higher profile keycap sets though, so I imagine I would probably like MT3. Just haven't purchased any yet. I was almost going to pick up their black on white or white on black set, because I do want a nice white on black set. Yeah, I hear that the sculpt to them is, some people love it, some people hate it, but SA is kind of the same, and I like SA. So. Yeah, I hear that since they've changed it to ABS, people are not as keen on it, but again, haven't tried it. Follow SD Large Father. I appreciate all the support and follows. It's been great so far. We're up to about 67 followers now. It's pretty awesome. Still a bit of a noob to the streaming thing, but see how we go. I appreciate the feedback. These have really small pads. far off being done with soldering. So for those of you that are new here, I do run a build service and switch lubing service out of Melbourne in Australia. So if you're needing something built or some switches lubed, definitely send me a message. Happy to help you out there. And do appreciate the content for the channel as well. So that's always good fun. And I will be selling eventually some lubed and filled switches on Keyboard Treehouse as well, once I get myself sorted and organised doing that. At the moment, Mecha Maker is doing that. So see if he's got anything in stock at the moment and support him if you're in need of switches. And the Constellation raffle is currently live still, I think. I think it was up for 6 hours. So if you feel like splurging, try your luck at getting one of those. And support another Australian vendor. Yeah, so I'm going to be selling some lubed switches once I've got a vendor profile. I just haven't actually put anything up there yet. Just trying to decide what I want to be selling on there, because you know, it's all great to get your alpacas and stuff from Daily Clack or whatever and sell them. But the tricky part is trying to make it worth the time spent doing it, like in terms of profit margins. So what I want to ideally do is probably get some like Milky Gator on yellows or something like that in bulk from overseas, so that it makes it a bit more profitable to do it than buying at the markup from another vendor, doing the lubing and whatnot and then selling it, if that makes sense. So yeah, trying to decide what switches I want to look at getting and then go from there. And I'll probably end up spending a lot of my spare time lubing. That to see a bit better. Yeah, because I think the minimum water quantity is like 1,000 or something. Thanks for the follow, Dr. Huru. How you doing? Hope you're having a great weekend. Now, lubing is great fun. Especially lubing thousands of switches. Nice. Resting, getting some work done. Sounds good. So we're building a Savage 65 today with Holy Polar Pandas. We're just about finished up with soldering. Now, I don't mind lubing. I find it's nice to just sit there and do something repetitive that requires very little brain power. It's a nice contrast to my day job, so. plugged in and make sure it's working all nicely. Which means I'll probably have to get up switch hitter again. Of the switch tester side I was using, which I closed because I'm smart. All right. See if I missed anything. I'm not even going to try and open VIA again. It'll probably crash again. Cool. All right, everything seems to be working. All right, so I'll just pop out and wash my hands and then we'll get assembling this together. Get this mat out of the way. And then we can do a typing test. So on the home stretch now. All right, I'll be right back, guys. We're back. So just tidied up a little bit as well. Get our case out. I like that they give you a little Allen key to open it because my screwdriver won't fit in the holes. Okay, start with the bump-ons. Zoom out a little bit again as well. Dokey. All right, get this thing unscrewed. Yeah, so it's from the most recent drop. It actually came pretty quickly, so I think they shipped it on Monday or Tuesday, and it came last Sunday. I think they use DHL, and that's been the most reliable thing for me shipping wise this last year. Stuff in that screw hole. Oh nice, you got the same colour. Nice. Yeah, it's a pretty safe colour. Unscrewing. It says no deal. Try the other one. That feels better. See if they come out. Yep. I'll try not to drop it in the process. That would be great. Then to the side. So this is burger mounted, I understand. Just pop the base over there while we do this. What are you planning on building yours with? Loves the creams? Nice. I like creams. You can't really go wrong with your JWK linears. And we do have the Polyfill to put in this as well. Okay. Back is V2, nice. Yeah, it does the job though, I guess, to help with the sound a bit. Just fill it with teddy bear guts. Okay, coming, yep, let's get our try my scissors to cut this, otherwise they're probably just going to go everywhere. Okay. Oh God, I do not have the best fingers for this. I feel like I'd be worried they're just going to move as soon as I start screwing things in. But anyway, we'll see. Okay. Yeah. So see if we get it right the first time. It's probably easier if I pop it up on something, isn't it? This is deep concentration here. Alright. Do they need to go on both sides of the plate? Did they give me enough to do that? I don't know if they did. Okay. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left and 8. So they do go on both sides? I feel like this would be easier with my screwdriver. So let's, what bit are we going to use? Okay, what's this one? No? That's better. They skimped me on them. Feels bad. Alright, what I might do is just put them on most of them. Because otherwise I'd think I'd lost some, but just make sure they're all still. Stay. Where did that one go? Oh, they stuck to it. I lost them. Oh no, there they are. Doing well. Yeah, I'm going to use the Polyfill that came with it. And if I don't like that, then I'll probably look at getting some foam. They skimped me on the O-rings. Rude. Okay, so if I've got 5, unless I'm blind, no, there's definitely just 5 left there, so feels bad. Alright, well, we'll try and spread them out a bit, and I'll just have to look at getting some extra O-rings. That's what I thought when I was getting the O-rings out. I'm like, I feel like they're supposed to go on both sides of the plate, but I've only got this many. Yeah, I'll try it with the burger mounting first and see if it matters too much that there's a few missing. I think it'll be alright. Should be fairly easy to get some extras anyway. Good question. I can't remember. I think it was... I feel like it was, I could be completely wrong, like 280 USD. Okay, let's try that again. Oh God. Stay. Okay, so I can conclude burger mounting is a pain. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, the price. Where did those two go? Where did they yeet to this time? Hello? It's probably stuck in the plate. That would be grand. Maybe we'll just straight up top mount it and see how that goes first. Where'd you go, mate? Maybe we will. Alright, we'll try that first. It's probably going to be the way to go, seeing as we're lacking burger mounts. And we'll get to a typing test eventually. Okay, so we'll do that, I think. Where my tweezers go? Okay. So we'll start at either corner, work our way around. That is a really good idea. I would not have thought of that. But I'm short a few O-rings, which is a real pain, so might just top mount it to start with, get some O-rings. Imagine they'd be easy enough to buy somewhere. Oh, I found the straight O-ring. There we go. We could always try it both ways as well, see how it sounds, but we just have not quite enough O-rings to put on both sides. Let's pop these in here before I lose them. Okay. So I'm getting the Polyfill. Question is, do we need all of it? So we don't want the fluff poking out, obviously. It's Polyfill, teddy bear fluff. Yeah, they include it for the sound. Probably just go around and pull the stray bits out after we've got it together. Yeah, come on, CannonKeys, you can do better than that, yeah. It is an interesting choice. At least foam that's cut to it, you like just pop it in and it just works. Let's screw this bad boy together. I have to use that because that doesn't fit. Thanks for the follow, BBCN Farms. You screwing down. Not a fan of Allen keys. Plucking foam forever. Okay. Oh, thanks for the sub, Epsilon. Appreciate it. You are my first sub. Bloody Polyfill. Don't want to scratch it. That would be bad. That would be a bad day. Get a special badge. Special badge for Epsilon. Sub number 1. Alright, we're just gonna ignore that fluff for now. I'll fix it later. Here we go. All right. We have an assembled board with a bit of polyfill poking out in some spots. Okay, we'll get some keycaps on this bad boy and test it out. See what it sounds like. So this is top mounted, not burger mounted, because we got a bit shortchanged on the number of O-rings. That's okay. Let's put them aside so I don't lose them. Actually, I might pop them in there. Okay, so we're going to put 8008 on this. Poor form, JPEMs. Just kidding. I do appreciate the support, guys, though. I really do. Zag. Alright, let's get these. Okay. Thanks for the follow, Jolly Polly. Hope you're doing well, having a great weekend. I'm just finishing off a Savage 65 build here with Holy Polar Pandas, C3 stabs. We've top mounted this one. I do miss the old GMK trays. Do you reckon you can get away with soldering at 400? You'd have to be careful that you don't burn the pads. It's probably a bit higher than you need, to be honest. I find these really awkward to get the keys out of too, but I do like 8008 though. No, don't need that, don't need that. Need stepped caps. Yeah, you just got to be careful, really. Just try not to spend too long on each pad. Chunky fingers can't pick them up. guess as long as you're familiar with your tools and you know how to use them, you should be fine. Just be careful with it. Maybe get some like practice PCBs and try that out first. Oh, I don't like the deep dish ones, and I think I've buggered up the order I have. Feels bad. Keycap pull up. I know my alphabet. F and J. S. Might actually end up preferring how Umbra looks on this, to be honest, but we'll see. We will see. And okay. No, these are the bigger ones. I know what I'm doing. So these are probably don't need anything there. So I put my Alt and Super in different positions because I use a Mac, just to be different. Ugh. Where's my one new Alt hiding at? Three to 4 seconds you'd be fine with soldering. Yeah, that should do the job nicely. Okay. So let's do end. Oh, we will see. Yep. Page down. I think that's too high a profile for the minute. Page down. Now, is it going to be you? No, that's not right. Joys of finding the right profile keycap. Must be that one then. Yep, that looks better. And page up. Page up. I think it's going to be... Yep, that looks good. Awesome. All right. God, I hate these trays so much. All right, radio. So here we go, finished build. It's looking pretty cool. Stray bit of polyfill here. Get that later. I think that's the only bit poking out. Yeah. So looking pretty nice. So we'll get a typing test done. See how it sounds. The polyfill coming out of the USB-C port. I'll probably look into getting some foam cut specifically for it and see if someone makes that. They probably do. Alright, so let's bring up monkey type. Okay, and we'll mute the computer audio. Yeah, the YOLO USB port. Yeah. Take my headphones off so I can hear. All right. I probably should move the microphone down. That would be smart. Let's try that again. All right. Okay, and we'll listen to the mods. Very clacky. Not bad. Yeah, nice. Awesome. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't mind clack as long as it's clean. Let's get rid of... Go away, go away. There we go. I'll get it right eventually. So yeah, that's the build today. I think it's sounding pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It'll be interesting to see how it sounds with the O-rings in as well. Yeah, I think actual foam would be nice. Probably help with the sound of the spacebar a little bit. Got no rattle, but the spacebar does sound pretty harsh. So I'll look into getting that. But overall, pretty happy with it actually. Sounds nice and clean. Yeah. So what we'll probably do is look and see if there's someone to raid. Thanks everyone for stopping by and hanging out during the stream and having a good chat. Appreciate all the support. Thanks Epsilon for the first sub. Really do appreciate it. You are number one. And I'm probably going to look at doing a stream tomorrow. Hopefully that will be a budget build with some telios. I think it's a 65%. Assuming the telios I've had to clean have dried, but if not, it might be a lubing stream. So we'll see how we go. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. Let's see who's on at the minute. We might raid Keep Noob. See what they're doing today. All right, so pop over and say hi to Keep Noob. We'll probably hang around and chat for a bit too. Looks like we're building something. Okay, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks, JPerms. Thanks for dropping by. Have a great weekend, guys. See ya.